Hey you guys, it's Rachel here with Senza Tempo Cane Corso. So I've got some bad news, not the worst news ever, but definitely not good. My dogs have kennel cough. They got it from the new import. She was not symptomatic whenever she got here, but I did hear her coughing last night. It doesn't seem to be affecting her as bad as it affected Liberty. Liberty is the first one that I noticed who had it. Yesterday, she had a really deep hacking cough. So I put her up in a kennel. And anyway, and she didn't want to eat and she was super lethargic. So took her to the vet, got her on some, pardon me, some antibiotics. But then I noticed that, pardon me, that the new girl was coughing last night, and then even Batista was even starting to cough. He's over here on my couch. I'll tell you more about what a bad dog he is in a minute. So, and you'll have to excuse my house. I haven't cleaned yet. Every day my daughter and I, we wake up, or me whenever she's in school, wake up and I put the dogs away, and I get the floors cleaned up. So I put all the dogs up, and I take this here and I take it outside and I hit it with a broom and put it over the porch and just kind of clean it out. And then I sweep and mop my floors. And I haven't done that yet today. So yeah, but having said that, and let me just go ahead and add that I love these floors. I mean, I love these floors. I cannot tell you how much I love these floors. They are truly a godsend. So I just really do. It's so easy. If there's an accident, what we do is we keep a bucket of clean mop water ready to go. I use this, actually it's already out. I use this Nature's Miracle stuff. It's an enzymatic cleaner. So I use that with some bleach, put it in my mop bucket. And periodically, if we have a puppy that has an accident, then we just go in, grab our mop, clean it up real quick. And it's like it never happened. So it's literally 5-minute cleanup versus, all right, let's go grab the steam cleaner. So yeah, I cannot tell you how much I love this. But having said that, I'll be a lot happier once I move. When I move, I'm going to have kennels set up. And that way at nighttime, the dogs can be out in their kennels. They can have a kennel run. And so they'll have the space to be running around outside and stuff like that. They'll still be able to come out. I'm not one of those breeders that could ever just keep their dogs kenneled all the time, but just so that they can also have some free time to themselves, and we can kind of do other things as well, like clean the house the way that we need to, like by putting everybody up, or because right now I don't have enough kennels to even put everybody up. I have close to enough, but not quite. And so anyways, and then like last night I got really sick. So on days when I'm sick and I'm not feeling well, it'd be nice to be able to put the dogs away and not feel bad that they're in some little kennel like what I have now, for whenever they sleep in. It would be nice to have like an actual kennel run for them to be able to be outside and, kind of get to enjoy some freedom, even if I'm not feeling well. So anyway, or if they're not feeling well, like for example, Liberty was the one that got sick first. So I put her in her kennel. And so it would have been nice to be able to have a space like that isn't, because my kennel room is confined, right? It's a room. So anybody that's in that kennel room with her is obviously, it's not a quarantine room. You know what I mean? They're going to be getting sick too. And that's one of the biggest problems when you have dogs like mine, when you have them out like I do, is if one gets sick, there's no way to separate them and they all get sick. So there's a lot of benefits to having a kennel system. But like I said, having said that, I'm not going to build one yet because I'm not going to stay here. I'm moving to Tennessee. There's no point in wasting a bunch of money on something that is not going to come with me. So, And I can't just have like a normal, like a kennel run here where it's purely outside, because these dogs cannot take the heat here. I mean, very few dogs can take the heat in Texas. It's not even a breed thing. It's a heat thing. Very few people can handle it outside in Texas when it's hot. So it's just not safe to keep your dogs outside like that unless you have air conditioned kennels. And that's what I want. I want to have a system set up. My best friend Reese and I were talking about it. And apparently there's a lot of basements in in that area, which I'm not familiar with because we don't have basements here because we all live on big old limestone rocks. But it would be really cool to have like a kennel system downstairs, like a whole area downstairs. And she said that they also have it set up to where like you can still have outside access. So even though it's under the ground, like a portion of it isn't. And so ideally that would be the coolest thing for me, is to have like a system where you go downstairs and there's the indoor kennels, but then those kennels extend to the outside. So that way, if the dogs want to be outside, they can go outside. But if not, they can be inside. And the cool thing about that is that since it's underground, there wouldn't be an issue with, like, you know, for instance, in order to get inside, outside, they would need doggy doors, right? So, and that would, in any other system, especially, you know, here in Texas, if it was, you know, topside, then that doggy doors would let in all the heat, and then you'd have issues keeping it cool. So anyway, I'm really looking forward to it. But having said that, I don't have it yet. I put, like I said, I put Liberty on antibiotics. I thought maybe she was the only one, but everybody else got it. And so what I wanted to talk to you guys today about was an alternate method of dealing with kennel cough whenever you have this many dogs, or even if you don't. Something you can try, because kennel cough really isn't that big of a deal. It's something that will go away on its own 9 times out of 10. Now, can it complicate? Absolutely. Just like when we get sick, it can complicate to get to be something worse. But for me, when I get the flu, I never, ever take any medication. I just take I take my ibuprofen, and then I go to bed. But I don't go and I don't take their flu medications, and I don't do their flu shots, and I don't none of that kind of stuff. I just deal with it and get over it and recognize that it's part of being alive, is that sometimes you get sick. So what I am going to be doing is picking up some Robitussin. You want to make sure it's the original Robitussin, the DM. You don't want to use the other one. Check with your vet. Always, I'm not your vet. I'm not trying to give veterinary advice. I'm simply telling you what I am going to do in my situation based upon what I know and what I've dealt with before. The only reason that I even put Liberty on medication is because Liberty has already been, in fact, I didn't tell you guys about this. So good news. In fact, can I just say, I know that and I don't mean to push my religion on people, okay? Like, I'm not one of those type of people. I'm not trying to convert you, but I do like to be able to speak about my own experiences. And one of the things that really was very special to me is that the people that I originally wanted Liberty to go to, it just didn't work out. They just have too much going on. They have a newborn, and ultimately I think that they realized that maybe they don't need a dog right now. And so I had a whole bunch of inquiries on her, but then I got an inquiry from the people who have OSO. And I was just like, absolutely. I was just so happy, because those of you that have been watching for a long time may remember that OSO and Liberty were 2 peas in a pod back whenever I first got Liberty. They were a little romance, and it was so cute, and it was so beautiful, and it was so sweet. And to think that they are going to get to spend their lives together literally made my year. I can't even tell you how happy it made me. It was just, to me, it was God. It was the most beautiful thing, that they had this bond and they loved each other. And then unfortunately we had to split them up because we couldn't keep Oso. And then now, unfortunately, we couldn't keep Liberty. And instead of her just going to some, person's home, which I'm sure she would have been very well loved, now she gets to go to a home that not only will she be very well loved, but she also gets to be with the dog that she knows and she loves. And I'm just beyond thankful. I try to look for God's hand wherever I can, and I saw it there, and it just all worked out perfectly because I had been really working with these people about Liberty, and we had been talking, and just things weren't quite adding up quite right, and so and then they contacted me, and it had been days. They were even worried that she was already gone, and it just everything worked out just perfectly so that they could have her, and that just made my like I said, it just made me so happy. I can't even begin to tell you how happy I was. Really? No, Blair. Psst. No, Blair. Gosh, such a bad cat. She's not actually bad. She's in heat. I hate it. I need to get her spayed. Ugh. And I've just been so busy that I haven't had it done yet. She can't get pregnant. I don't have a male cat. She doesn't go outside. But I need to get it done ASAP. So anyway, so having said that, I'm really, really excited about it. Apparently Cashmere's really excited about it. Can I help you, Cashmere? All up in my lap right now. For real? For real, for real? For real, for real? So anyway, so I just wanted to tell you guys what was going on. We are going to be treating this kennel cough with the Robitussin, and that's it. I may do a little bit of colloidal silver in their food or water, but overall that should, their immune system should do the trick. We rely much too heavily upon antibiotics as humans and also with our animals. And so I try to avoid it if at all possible. Now, if it gets to the point that that I feel that it's not having an effect and I feel like they're not getting better and they're getting worse, then of course I'll take them in. But there's no reason to go in and spend a ridiculous amount of money, which it would be for me, on something that can very, very well easily be handled by their own immune system, and then we just help them out with a little bit of a cough suppressant. So if you have kennel cough, if you've ever had kennel cough, just keep that in mind that you can do that. And just make sure that you contact your vet. You want to make sure you get the right dosage. You want to make sure that your dog doesn't have any allergies to it, anything like that. And that's all I got to say about that. So I am going to put these babies up so that I can clean my house as usual. And then I will try to check back with you guys later on. But I just want to let you guys know what was going on and the really good news about Liberty. So yeah. Oh, and then I'm pretty sure I have somebody for Clout. So I'll have to, she's supposed to come by tomorrow. And so anyway, so I'll let you guys know how that goes. All right. I'll talk at y'all later. Bye.